Rockets! So glad to be with you again today for another Music at Miss Ray's. This is our fourth music video, and it is for third grade, fourth grade, and fifth grade. So we're going to start by singing our hello song. We're going to sing it in English, and last week we sang it in Spanish, so we're also going to do that again. And then we're going to add a third verse, and it's going to be in French. So the English verse is, of course, hello, my friends, hello. The Spanish verse is hola, mis amigos, hola. And the French verse is bonjour, mes amis, bonjour. Can you say that? Ready? Bonjour, mes amis, bonjour. Your turn. Bonjour, mes amis, bonjour. Good. So when we get to that verse, you will be ready for that. Hola, mis amigos. Hello, my friends. Here we go. English first. Hello, my friends. Hello. Hello, my friends. Hello. Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. Hello. Hello to my friends. Spanish. Hola, mis amigos. Hola. Hola, mis amigos. Hola. Hola, mis amigos. Hola, mis amigos. Hola, mis amigos. Hola. Hola, mis amigos. Bonjour, mes amis. Bonjour, mes amis. Bonjour. Bonjour, mes amis. Bonjour. Bonjour, mes amis. Bonjour, mes amis. Bonjour, mes amis. Bonjour. Bonjour, mes amis. Awesome. What a great job. All right. I'm here with my assistant, Brecker.
Hi.
And we are going to show you some rhythm rounds. So previously we've been doing rhythms like this. My turn, here we go. Your turn, ready, go. My turn, here I go. Your turn, ready, go. So we've been doing them like that. This time we're going to change it up a little bit and make it a little more difficult. Let's see if you can follow along. So instead of Miss Ray waiting for you to copy my rhythm, I'm going to keep my rhythm going and you're still going to copy me. You can follow along with Brecker while I continue going. So you're going to have to watch and listen to the next rhythm while you're doing your current rhythm. Let's see if you can do two things at once. It's a little bit like this. Let's see if you can do it. Here we go. We'll start out really slow. My turn. Here I go. Your turn. Are you following Brecker? Good. Nice. Did you follow? Great job. Let's go a little bit faster. Okay, are you ready for this? 1, 2, here I go. Did you follow that time? Let's go even faster this time, like mega fast. Here we go. Are you ready, Brecker?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. did you do it? Great job. This time, we're going to change it up just one more time. We're going to go just as fast, but I'm only going to give you 2 beats in our counting. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. So it's going to be like this. And you're following after only 2 beats. Ready, Brecker?
I think.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, here I go. Your turn. Did you do 2 beats? Great work. So that's a fun rhythm round that you can teach other people in your family, or you can just rewind this video and do it with us over and over. All right, we're going to read a book today, and this book is called My Shadow, and it is by a man named Robert Louis Stevenson. If you recognize that name, that's awesome. If you don't, I'll tell you, Robert Louis Stevenson is a famous author, and he wrote several books that you might recognize, like Treasure Island, Kidnapped, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So let's get started on our book, My Shadow. I have a little shadow. It goes in and out with me. And what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me, from the heels up to the head. And I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. Your shadow grow faster than you do? He sometimes shoots up taller, like a bouncy rubber ball. And he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play, and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. How's he making a fool of him? He ruined his game, huh? He stays so close beside me. He's a coward, as you can see. I'm too brave to stick to Mommy as my shadow sticks to me. One morning, very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. It's pretty. But my lazy little shadow, like a naughty sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. Shadow through the window. The end. So we're going to do an activity about shadows, and that talked a lot about shadows and how they grow at different times of the day, how if you stand in a certain place, your shadow is shaped completely differently, and what kind of day would cause your shadow to disappear completely, like a really cloudy day. So we are going to talk a little bit about shadows in just a moment. All right, so now we're going to do an activity that's a shadow kind of activity. I'm going to move very slowly so that you can follow me, and when I lift my arm up, you have to do the exact same motion from head to toe, well, from head to, I guess, knee, you have to do the same motion because that's what you can see of me. Now we're going to do it to a very lovely piece of music. And this piece of music is played on the mandolin. A mandolin, just real quick, is a kind of a four-stringed instrument, except you see how many pegs, how many tuners do you see there? Right, which means we actually have 8 strings, except each string is repeated. I think you can kind of see them. Oh, see them there better. So there's 8 strings, but only 4 different notes. So anyway, that's my mandolin. I don't actually play mandolin, but this guy named Thile, he sure can play the mandolin. Here we go. Follow me like a mirror image or a shadow. So in addition to the Thile link to some of his music, I'm also going to put another link to a video that is all about the composer of the music we just listened to. So that piece that we just listened to is called Sonata No. 1 in G minor. Sorry, I forgot. In G minor. And it is written by a man named Johann Sebastian Bach. And now Bach was a composer and a very fine musician, and he composed music from a very young age, and he was also one of those child prodigy musicians, and he started composing when he was very young. He was born in Germany, and he composed music during the Baroque period of music composing. It's called Baroque music. So that link is on there. That's all I'm going to say about him right now, but there's a very great video for you to watch. did with the shadowing, you can try that with any kind of music, but the idea is that you do slow movements, deliberate movements, so that the person following you can stick with you. But you can turn that into a whole dance. You can do some turns and some spins and some really nice flowing arms, and it can end up looking like a dance. You can even add your legs and feet in. So I encourage you to do some of that this week. It's very yoga kind of calming. So I encourage you to do some of that this week. Now that's all I have for you today. I also encourage you to possibly make some art. Take a look at this slideshow of some shadow art that you might incorporate into your school week. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you can do some of these activities that I've put. Look for the links in class tag. We're gonna sing goodbye, and we're gonna sing it in English, in Spanish, and in French. So in English, goodbye my friends, goodbye. In Spanish, it'll be adios mis amigos, adios. Will you repeat that? Adios mis amigos, adios. Nice. And in French, it changes a little bit from hello to goodbye. So this is the most different one. It's au revoir mon ami. Au revoir mon ami, au revoir. Au revoir mon ami, au revoir. Good. Here we go. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye to my friends. Spanish. Adios, mis amigos, adios. Adios, mis amigos, adios. Adios, mis amigos, adios. Mis amigos, adios. Mis amigos, adios. Adios, mis amigos. And in French, au revoir, mon ami. Au revoir, mon ami, au revoir. Au revoir, mon ami, au revoir. Au revoir, mon ami, au revoir, mon ami. Au revoir, mon ami, au revoir. Au revoir, mon ami. I can't wait to see you again next week. Bye, Rockets.